Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite, and we're back with another video, guys. So you guys probably saw that last night the FG patch got finally put through. The FG is nerfed, and I mean that's what we gotta talk about today, because before today and after the bar was nerfed a while back, the FG has been the gun to use in competitive. And not only was the FG nerfed, but the Tommy gun was buffed, and that's what we also gotta talk about, because that thing is nasty. But before we get into that, I just want to update real quick on the schedule. There's going to be a video coming out probably on Sunday that's significantly different than any video I put out in the last month. For the true OG fans out there that have been here with for a while now, some guys will be making a return to the channel soon, so be on the lookout for that. But for real, I was playing some rank play last night, testing out these guns, testing out the Tommy, testing out how terrible the FG is, because it's terrible. And then testing out the bar a little bit and the STG, as well as the PPSH, comparing that with the Tommy. And it's definitely really interesting. I do believe now that the Tommy is better than the PPSH, and I think a lot of the pros have already been tweeting that. And then I think the bar is back as the best AR. The STG is competitive with it for sure, and the FG is almost useless. I don't know if you could potentially use it with some type of anchoring role, maybe, but I mean, its fire rate is significantly slower with more recoil, so I don't know if it's really usable. I think the bar and the STG are definitely the two ARs to go with now. Generally, this is a conversation we had before. I think the bar might be a little better. The bar will outperform the STG at a little bit longer of ranges, which I think will be the difference for why pros prefer the bar, even though the STG is a little bit better at close range. But when you have a gun like the machine pistol, I mean, you don't really need the good close range necessarily, because of how good the pistol is. Obviously I do lean towards the bar, like I said. So with that said, here are the classes. We're going to show pictures of each class, and then we'll go through them and talk about each class a little bit. So we'll start out with the SND classes. This is airborne, inconspicuous, Tommy gun, machine pistol, and of course the frag. I'm going to show a handful of different types of classes, because I mean SND isn't black and white. There's a lot of different roles that players can play, and so sometimes you need to run airborne, inconspicuous. Sometimes you can run mountain plus hunker. You can run airborne plus hunker. Depending on what you feel like you need, there's a lot of different things that you can do to switch it up and play a certain type of role inside of what you do in an S&D match. All right, so that's the first class. The next class, like I said, is a mountain hunkered with Tommy pistol and then a smoke. I guess you could have a nade there as well. I just didn't change it, but you know, a nade or smoke depending on what you want to play, of course. But once again, like I said, the mountain gives you that silent movement. Hunkered prevents you from being pre-naded, so you can kind of be like the support push when one of your teammates is rushing towards a bomb. And then of course, like I said, the next class is the airborne hunkered class. Tommy gun, once again, machine pistol, of course, and then the nade, of course. This is extremely useful when trying to rush towards a bomb, getting that airborne. Maybe this guy has the bomb and he's carrying it, rushing into the bomb, trying to get that bomb down, plant it. You know, that's what hunker can save you from. And of course, airborne gives you that speed to get there. So like I said, we're going to ARs now. The next class is this one, the infantry hunkered bar with quick draw grip and reflex, and then you got the machine pistol with the nade. Again, pretty basic. I just want to emphasize that I think the bar is better than the FG now. It's probably better than the STG still. You guys can be a little bit flexible at this point with the STG and the bar, but like I said, I lean bar now. And this class basically, once again, is for when you guys are going towards a B bomb or something like that, trying to get that bomb down. This is more of a support role type class where you're pushing towards bomb, setting up on the flank or something like that to really maintain that bomb control. You can have a little bit of a variation though, because you don't necessarily have to run inconspicuous. It depends how you want to play. You could also potentially run mountain if you wanted to, with no quick draw, and take out quick draw, keep grip, and have reflex, something like that. Or if you're comfortable with the iron sights, take off the reflex. It's up to you. Like I said, these aren't like definitive classes, the only best all classes. That's just not how Call of Duty works. So once again, you can have maybe infantry with hunkered as well and try to make a type of rush play like that. What I like about using inconspicuous is that it gives you a little more flexibility if you end up in a 1v1 or a 1v2 or 2v2, something like that, where you have to be quiet, move slow. Because I mean, when you're just stomping around with without having inconspicuous or mountain on, it just is a huge disadvantage. When you're not using mountain, you can be seen on streaks, and so they can call you out and make plays that way. Nonetheless, guys, this patch really does a lot to change up the game. It basically makes 2 ARs viable. It makes at least 2 submachine guns viable, if not 3, and it does a lot to, I think, balance the game. So I'm looking forward to see how this plays out with the pros. These are definitely the classes that the pros are going to be using to win 2Ks, to win NOLA, whatever it may be. So nonetheless, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Share if you guys really enjoy it. But as always, guys, I am your boy SalvationsElite, and we'll see you next time. set up and push into mid to give themselves the ability to control the truck hill.
The game when you maybe have a streak to do it behind, right? Like a fighter pilot that'll outbust you in. But yes, exactly. Money hill to money hill here, 2 to 3 is where you can flip the game on its head. I don't believe there's been any streaks earned yet. So